right, but you see, yeah, you see in the pouch. You see in the pouch.
I do see. Oh, that's right.
What do you think? Does it look good?
Babylari. It looks really good.
You like the name?
The perfect combination. Oh, I love it. It's a perfect combination of just like gold, but rusty looking gold that suits like the bottle caps you're trying to
Well, they're bottle caps that I took a bunch of out of the shores and just spray painted, and then eventually we turned them into tokens when we steal gold from the jewelry store. Now listen, things can get crazy with this, right? Because you're gonna do your contract system, right?
Right.
So one, we gotta pick. I think we start off with 1,000, and then we build the economy from there. Now the problem is, well, it's not a problem. So let's say you put out a contract. Yeah, I need 20 wood today. I'll give you 5 Babylari for it. I go and I do it. You give me 5. What are you doing with that 20 wood then? Are you then gonna give it to the builders, or are you going to sell it to the builders?
I would prefer
you get what
to
I'm saying?
sell it to the builders. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think the most logical thing is that you're the contractor who contracts and then you sell. Does they get too convoluted? Because if you contract Lang 20 wood, he brings you give him 5 Babylari, right?
Okay.
You now have 20 wood that you paid 5 Babylari for. So now you go and you sell it to Skipper, the engineer, the builder, for what?
Right.
10 Babylari? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I gotta make a profit to get more eventually, right?
Well, exactly. So I think we take the Age of Empires philosophy in each building, quote unquote business, generates X amount of Babylari for simply existing.
Okay. All right.
So you think of Ratatouille, right? Maybe maybe the opening of Ratatouille comes with, let's just say, 100 Babylari. That is what Yaya gets paid with for that. And then maybe every week, the Babylonian society pays him 25 Babylari a week for providing food for the people. Now, if Yaya wants to make more Babylari, he's selling his food. Now, if Yaya wants to reach more people, he's hiring employees to cover more hours.
I see. Now, does Yaya work with the fishermen, or does he send his workers to go out there and fish? Does he buy the fish, or does he get the fish?
That is a great question. Do we force people into these roles, or can Yaya go get his own fish? Is the decision his, or is the decision ours?
I think fishing has its own economy. So
you know, what's stopping me from saying, fuck your contract, I'm just going to take this gold and go to Skipper directly?
So we have to come up with some sort of guidelines or rules to make sure that people can't go around them. If they do, there's a fine.
Exactly. I think we should have financial rules, laws, whatever, that force people to do things that make sense.
Right.
So only the contractor can sell resources.
Exactly, right.
Or something like that. You can only sell resources to the contractor.
Because my plan is to work with other people. Like let's say like Lang needs something, or Stanley needs something, or Edgar needs something.
But then by default, that makes you the richest man in New Babylon. Is that a bad thing, though? I don't know if that's a bad thing. You become a king overnight, which is interesting to think about.
Right, but I'm just merely like an auction house, right? I'm here to just exchange and barter with people all the time, right? I'm not looking to hold on to the money. I'm looking to move the resources with the money.
And then maybe Babylon takes a cut of what you make for us. But then how do we generate more tokens? Where is the token generated from, and how do we add value to it? Do I just pull it out my ass? Well, then if I pull it out my ass, why would Babylon as a government give a fuck about the tokens that it gathers? I need to get high for this.
I truly think it needs to have a weight behind it, either gold or some.
But how do you add that weight? Theoretically, right? If you think about the U.S. currency, it doesn't have any value. It's an idea fabricated by man that we have brought to life, and nobody ever questions it, because the minute we do, everything falls apart.
Exactly, right?
That's just the truth of currency, right?
I think we build a reserve for New Babylon, and we use that as a way to measure the standard of how much our money has value, and depending on the inflation, how much we have, it fluctuates as far as the weight behind it. But it's just so much fucking micromanaging. So I don't know. What do you think?
Well, we don't have a choice, I don't think. Do we have a choice? I'm gonna pull out my phone here. Hold on.
If you want to control the economy, yes, you don't have a choice, because like you have to keep a tight grip in the beginning, or else.
Brother, come on, we got robots to help us build civilizations nowadays. Hold on.
Oh, not my balls. That's right. Yeah, I think you. I mean, listen. If you want to take some inspiration, maybe you use like the blockchain method or something like that. You know, inspiration to keep the inflation from high. That way, there's a system of checks and balances, to not allow somebody to get too rich too quick. And if they do, well, they have to have a lot of the currency for that. For them to control it, we'll have rules to where it'll take them a while to get there.
All right, here's what here's what AI is suggesting.
I can't wait to hear this.
Hold on. You need a central authority that issues the currency. Example options, Royal Treasury, Bank, Merchant Guild. A Merchant Guild is interesting. Only a select few factions can do this. And they're suggesting that you mint Babylari, and minting should be limited per cycle/week to prevent inflation. Base minting on trade tribute or resource deposits. What is Babylari backed by? Giving a currency a backing material or concept to make it feel real. Silver, 1 Babylari equals the weight of silver, historical basis. Labor hours, 1 Babylari equals the average value of 1 hour of skilled work. So minting is actually interesting.
What else to tell you?
Oh, brother, we need to hire like an actual fucking economist for this shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure, man. This shit, because trying to figure out money is never easy. I think first what we should work on is
weekly mint report. How much Babylari entered circulation? Who controls the mint? War, prices rise. Festival, people spend. Drought, food equals expensive. Currency, Babylari. One lari equals 1 work hour. Minting control. King Temple guilds. Limited output. Earning system. Income, quest rewards, trade. Spending system, rent, food services, bribes, luxuries. Hacking system, grain or labor standard, logical and simple. Economic tension, inflation, taxation, black market, scarcity. Events and flow, weekly updates, festivals, politics, war. I think minting is like the best philosophy to it. We can only mint like 1,000 Babylari, I don't know, a month.
Yeah. Well, we have to set a parameter and just live with it and try to make it work in the beginning, right? And then we also have to realize, okay, how can you generate Babylari, right? Set that in stone as far as either through labor contracts, making things, having a certain profession.
Okay, so dude, I feel like this RP is getting crazy. Like, this is too much work. Yeah, so essentially you would want to mint like once a week or once a month, and then you kind of control with the minting. You can, let's say we mint 1,000 new Babylon mints 1,000 Babylari a week, and then from there we as the new Babylonian government or whatever the fuck, the leaders, the elders, whatever the fuck you want to call it, we then decide the budget of that, right? Okay, guys, we got 1,000 Babylari. Like, where does this go?
Exactly.
Then at the same time, it's like, doesn't the elders want to make Babylari? So do we then just manipulate the system to send the money back into our pockets? But we know the money means nothing, so why do we care about it? Or maybe the money does become such a great idea that it means something.
I mean, that's the goal, for it to actually have value, right? So people can just barter and trade all the time with it.
But see, you think of like the Babylonian, like I'm a Babylonian elder, okay? We are minting, the Merchant Guild is minting us 1,000 Babylari a week. Me as the responsible elder, I distribute that through the society. And then what? Now you have the contractor who's using Babylari to make more Babylari to then go sell to the builder. Does the government try to take a cut of that? To fill its pockets, to fill the Babylonian treasury?
I think the elders should be the reserve for now. That way, any surplus, any extra amount of money made, we hold on to it, right?
Now, so the Merchant Guild be an idea that doesn't exist to the people here? Do we build a grand story around the Merchant Guild? Maybe some people that we quote unquote met in the deep desert that provide us this Babylari, and they travel to the New Babylon once a week to deliver. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has to be backed by a great idea so people believe it.
Exactly, right? That way it makes a lot of sense too. Hey, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, we gotta speak. We gotta speak to Sophia and Edgar. But this is a good start. But yeah, we are going to start introducing that today. Can I get the pouch back? I want to have a town meeting, but I guess everyone's out fucking shoving a thumb in their ass, expecting everybody else to do everything. So.
Real quick, get a spot on your foot again. I'm having a hard time giving you something.